Let's talk about another final episode that is coming this week, though, which is Stephen Colbert wrapping up his run. It's Stephen Colbert is fascinating, I think, and this is what we should talk about a little bit here, which is just that, like, what he did was so different. The persona.
The persona.
Yeah.
The character.
Do you think, like, as far as legacy, I mean, again, he's not, although it'll be very different, he's staying on TV, but he's leaving behind this show and that persona.
Yeah, I do. I think that a couple of things. I think, that is definitely going to be a huge kind of defining moment because he was reacting to something that was happening in the public, and he rolled into it in a way, which I thought was brilliant, because it has allowed him to get away with everything over the years.
Yeah.
If you look at Colbert can almost do and say anything he wants as this character. He can go after everybody. I don't know if you've ever seen him roast President Bush.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
He is cojones the size of this room. So I think that's been remarkable, but I think we as a public, I'm so used to seeing him as that character now. So it's going to take a little bit of adjustment to just have him be Colbert.
Yeah.
Hosting a talk show. And I wonder, he was obviously very funny before he did the Colbert Report. He was on the Daily Show. He was brilliant on that. He was one of the best sort of like fake interviewer correspondents that they had. But this is even different from that.
It's gonna be an interesting change, yeah, and we'll see. Edgy is not usually an easy thing in like the mainstream network late night talk show thing. I mean, not to say you can't, and Conan was quirky and different, and he wasn't doing like just bland stuff, but truly pushing some buttons, and stuff. That's trickier.
And I wonder if he's going, I'm curious if he'll start to feel held back at all at a certain point, because the late night talk show, right now it revolves around clips, and funny little bits, but those funny little bits are very safe, funny little bits.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're clever, but they're not going to be like tearing something apart. I mean, what was so interesting about Colbert Report is that he stuck to that persona, but that he could prove that being a funny character could also be very sort of insightful and really, get to some interesting issues.
Yeah, he did, I'm trying to think of the series that he did, Super PACs, the Super PAC crossover series. He basically did a crossover series with The Daily Show, but he did this whole series on Super PACs. And it was hilarious, but it was, I think, educational for people about what a Super PAC is and how it functions, and things like that, things that I will personally miss having on the air because I think it serves a really cool function. It's like entertainment. Edutainment.
I think I've heard that word before.
Edutainment, yeah.
He was very good at the edutainment.
He was great at the edutainment. So I don't know, like I'm almost disappointed. It's weird. I'm almost like, as much as I love him and I think this is a much bigger platform for him.
Who will turn down replacing Letterman?
Yeah, it's not like I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm almost disappointed. Like I don't want to see Colbert go away as it is. But maybe I'll be shocked and I'll be like, wow, he has not lost his edge at all, and he's doing it for America.
I mean, I'm sure he knows that there are those people, a lot of his fans that have those concerns, and it'll be interesting because you have to be more mainstream. Like he can't just ignore that. But you don't want to completely turn your back on what not just your fans love, but that I'm sure he loves doing.
Yeah.
So,
and he's so great at doing.
Yeah, he's really good at doing. So I think we also have to give him the allowance of that almost every late night talk show starts clunky. It takes a while to become what it's going to become.
Yeah, that's true. And so if there's one person that I'll be patient for, it's Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.